We're in the green pastures of East Vancouver, and regular viewers to my channel will recognize this corner, Lakewood Drive and Hastings Street. Over the past few months, we've watched as the famous Dairy Queen was demolished and, you guessed it, replaced by a condo tower. Before she was famous, Dorothy Stratten worked in the Dairy Queen here. She would become the most beloved playmate in the history of Playboy magazine. In my previous vlogs, I reviewed Dorothy's tragic story. At age 20, she was the victim of a murder-suicide, and Dorothy's name was added to the long list of playmates who died tragically at a young age. It's become known as the Playboy Curse. Today we're going to remember another Vancouver playmate who fell victim to the curse. And for that we're going to head from the east side of town here over to the west side. Stay tuned, friends. Born in the Netherlands on August 25, 1949, Wilhelmina Rietveld's family moved to Canada when she was 6 years old. And she later attended classes here at Kitsilano High School with friends who say she was sweet, innocent, and totally honest. Wilhelmina graduated with the class of 1967. When she was around 20 years old, Wilhelmina was discovered by Playboy photographer Ken Honey. Going under the name Willie Rey, she became Playboy's Playmate of the Month for its February 1971 issue. The issue says that Willie is a homebody who is close with her parents. Her goal is to become an actress. Her turn-ons are witty conversations, sincere men, and pro football. Willie would like to meet Paul Newman, and she admires Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau. Her ideal evening includes a good dinner with someone special. Fluent in Dutch, Willie enjoys skating, bowling, and dancing. And in a tragic irony, the magazine says Willie would like to change her feelings of insecurity about her future. In these pictures, Willie is teasing her pet dog, Whiskey. And those great pictures of her with Whiskey were taken at the Rietveld home on 8th Avenue near the high school. There was a big family celebration in this house the night Willie's magazine went on sale. After her Playboy success, Willie worked as a model in Japan for a beer company. She made several trips over there and started to become lonely. Her father, Joe, says something pushed her over the edge. On August 19, 1973, Joe found Wilhelmina's lifeless body in the bathroom. She was 23 years old. I'm visiting here today on the 48th anniversary of her death. In his report, famous coroner Glenn MacDonald says Wilhelmina had ingested an overdose of barbiturates, and the poisoning was her cause of death. The report is signed by her friend George Heslop, who believes that after Wilhelmina took a sleeping pill, she lost her senses and took more by accident. For the local media's take on Wilhelmina's death, we'll head to the library. The Vancouver Sun newspaper is available on microfilm here. A few days after she died, the front page shows a heartbreaking image of Joe holding his daughter's photo. He says she didn't kill herself, it was a tragic mistake. He says, "I wish there had never been a Playboy. She would not have become famous, and I would still have my daughter." Reporter Mike McCardle writes a sensational article here that starts with, "Somewhere in Willie Rey's young life something went wrong, and her dream of stardom became a nightmare of drugs, devil worship, and death." Conversely, columnist Jack Wasserman says Willie was an unlikely playmate, good-natured, sort of naive and wholesome rather than glamorous. Her success was merely a one-way ticket to a high-pressure life of exploitation, he says. She fell into a trap with which she was unable to cope. The pot of gold at the end of the Playboy rainbow turned out to be a can of garbage. And this one girl's death is everybody's tragedy. But Wilhelmina's death did not diminish her legacy. Playboy publisher Hugh Hefner admired her so much that he chose her image for Playboy's initial public offering stock certificates in 1971. The original image showed Willie nude, which caused a controversy on Wall Street, so it was altered. Wilhelmina's funeral service was held here in Mount Pleasant at 2 p.m. Friday, August 24th. In my research, I didn't find a public grave. Thank you for watching today and remembering Wilhelmina Rietveld. I'm Jean-Claude Vancouver, and until next time, be good to the other.